That guy was such a dork. We should rob that bank.
What is anxiety? We all know what it's like to feel anxious. Many of us experience anxiety when we're faced with stressful situations or traumatic events. Our heart may pound before a big speech or a tough test. We may get butterflies in our stomach during a blind date. We worry and fret over family problems or feel jittery at the prospect of asking our boss for a raise. Anxiety is part of our natural fight or flight response. It's our body's way of warning us of danger ahead. And for the most part, anxiety is adaptive. It gears us up for life challenges and spurs us to action when we're faced with a threat. However, if anxiety is preventing you from living your life the way you'd like to, you may be suffering from an anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorders are the most common type of mental illness in the U.S., with approximately 40 million people over the age of 18 affected each year. Anxiety disorders can take many forms. You may experience free-floating anxiety without knowing exactly why you're feeling that way. You may suffer from sudden, intense panic attacks that strike without warning. Your anxiety may come in the form of extreme social inhibition or in unwanted obsessions and compulsions. Or you may have a phobia of an object or situation that doesn't seem to bother other people. Despite their different forms, all anxiety disorders share one thing in common: persistent and often overwhelming fear or worry. In addition to those two symptoms of anxiety, there are many other symptoms, such as uneasiness, impaired concentration, restlessness, irritability, nervousness, insecurity, fear that you are dying, chest pains, hot flashes, upset stomach, sweating, muscle aches, headaches, fatigue, and insomnia. There are many complex factors that contribute to the development of anxiety disorders. Your environment, personality, family dynamics, brain chemistry, and genetics all can play a role. In addition, major life stressors such as financial difficulties, marital problems, or bereavement often trigger the onset of an anxiety disorder. It is important to realize that no single factor causes an anxiety disorder. The various anxiety risk factors are interrelated and can interact with and impact one another. If you've experienced intense anxiety or worry for 6 months or more, you might be suffering from an anxiety disorder. Worry that interferes with your work, relationships, and activities is also a red flag that you've crossed from normal worrying into the territory of anxiety disorders. If your anxiety and fears have become so great that they are causing extreme distress or disrupting your daily routine, it is important to seek help. First, consult with a doctor to rule out possible medical conditions. Some medications or diseases create anxiety-like symptoms, such as rapid heartbeat, dizziness, nausea, and nervousness. A change in medication or the correct diagnosis of a medical illness may take care of your anxiety problem. Your doctor will give you a physical examination and may also run some laboratory tests. There are several effective ways to treat an anxiety disorder, yet only 1/3 of people suffering from them receive help. Most anxiety disorders are treated with cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, medication, or a combination of the two. CBT is very effective in the treatment of anxiety disorders. As the name suggests, CBT focuses on changing both maladaptive thinking patterns and behaviors. If you're suffering from an anxiety disorder, CBT will help you identify and challenge the negative and irrational beliefs that are holding you back from working through your fears. Another component of CBT is exposure. In exposure therapy, you will confront your fears in a safe, controlled environment. Through repeated exposures, you will gain a greater sense of control over your anxieties. As you learn new skills for dealing with stressful situations, you will begin to get the upper hand on anxiety. A variety of medications are used in the treatment of anxiety disorders, including traditional anti-anxiety drugs, antidepressants, and beta blockers. Medication is sometimes used in the short term to alleviate severe symptoms so that other forms of therapy can be pursued. Anxiety medications can be habit-forming and may have unwanted side effects, so be sure to research your options. There are also self-help treatments that can help you control your anxiety. You can exercise regularly, sleep well, eat a healthy diet. Some people meditate, practice relaxation techniques, avoid alcohol and drugs, eliminate caffeine from your diet completely. And a final way, cultivate a support system. Make sure people care. Thank you very much.
I'm sad as a truck. I'm sad as a truck.